things aren't going so well, but I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Screen play, Anderson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Here we go now.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from the U, Rayshon Jenkins. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he spins past him and into space. There goes Melvin Gordon past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Simeon now on second down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Simeon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Gordon on first down. Space to run past the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Out of the gun, Simeon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Denzel Perryman not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And absolutely 0 surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen But 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up.
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A toss play, Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Second down, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Brandon Marshall coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. On play action, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Simeon. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. Escaping the pressure right. Launching one for Henderson. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let's go!
Simeon wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Following the interception here, Rivers going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Rivers again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Derek Wolfe able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Desmond Bryant in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Fights off the defender. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. Off of play action, Simeon. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
From the 50, it's Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
To throw with Simeon. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And here we go on 1st and goal.
Hey. Ready.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Ready. Leopard.
Throwing, Rivers. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play action. It's Simeon. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Left side here to Sanders. A very solid gain of 27. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down, here's Simeon. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Denzel Perryman in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. Simeon now to throw. Well, had his his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Simeon and the offense staying put. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They are going to go with Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Rivers to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And Sanders has got it complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Ready? 380.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Carry for Brandon Oliver. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Simeon, quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, Simeon. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's Simeon. On the right side, caught by Green. And he gets it down to the 32. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Here we go now.
Simeon throwing again. His throw incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He goes underneath for Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. It's a pickup of 3 that time, and it's a first down for the Broncos. To the air again, Simeon. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Corey Legent in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw on second is Simeon. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henderson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, Simeon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0, zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the